What's going on YouTube? Welcome to WestysAngling. You're joining me this evening for part 2 of my catfish session here at Brookside Fisheries in Warrington. Now, if you haven't seen part 1 to this video, I highly recommend you head over and watch that first, otherwise none of this is going to make sense to you. Okay, so I'll put a link in the top right hand corner to part 1 and also in the description as well. I really recommend it. Probably one of the best day sessions that I've ever had in my life. We absolutely bagged up on cats, and I talked through the rigs that we're using, the tactics and all the rest of it. Now, I've had to break it down purely because of the amount of fish that we caught. So I'm breaking that down into the day session, and this is the night session. Now, we're just getting to the point where other anglers are turning up for the 24-hour sessions. Now, how it works here at Brookside is you can do a day session from 7 AM in the morning up until when all the other anglers come on. But I booked the day session, then the 24 hours afterwards, just because of how absolutely epic the fishing's been. Now, as you know, you don't get days like this very often, so when you do, I really recommend you make the most of them, and that's exactly what we're doing. I've got myself set up ready to get the rods back out, and we'll start this video going. I have pretty much run out of all baits. I've been catching that many fish, but what I've been having the most luck on is my own pineapple wafters and PVA bags of pellets. Luckily, I found some more mesh in my cart bag, so I've tied some up, ready to go. I'm hoping that we carry on catching cats through the night, and this turns into just as good video for the night session as the day session's been. So I just want to say, I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get into it. Let's get some cats on the bank, and hopefully have a good session and finish it off with style. Let's see. Let's get these rods recast. I've found that we're getting pretty quick bites when using the PVA bags. You probably can't tell, but I am definitely flagging. I am absolutely shattered. It's been a very full-on day, and I'm pretty sure that's going to continue. Well, I hope it does anyway, because it'll make the video epic. So there's our pineapple wafters, and I don't want this bag coming off on the cast. I'm gonna have to be quick before that bag melts. And yes, before everybody says it, I fully understand that I'm not meant to use solid PVA bags like this, but I've run out of PVA mesh, and a man's got to do what a man's got to do to get some cats on the bank. There we go, that's them recast. Hopefully that leads to pretty quick bites. It's just been one after another today. Watch me blank now on the other half of this session. Caught them all. Now, because obviously we've already had a really full-on day, I'm actually running out of memory card space, and I'm also running out of GoPro batteries because of the sheer amount of footage that I've got. So I'm going to have to be conservative on this video, what I actually film. So you're basically just going to see the highlights, the interesting bits, and the hopefully epic battles with the cats. I'm sure that they'll come back on the feed when we start losing the light. The lad that's on the opposite bank over there, here for a 24-hour session, he's a subscriber of the channel. It's honestly so nice starting to see you all on the bank now, obviously with the channel getting bigger and bigger. Tell you what folks, I might not be able to bloody stay awake all night. Already nodding off. Only 3 anglers on the fishery tonight, so the water's not going to be overpressured. Hardly any lines in the water. Looks like a nice carpy evening. I'm not seeing any carp come out though. Right, worm rig's going back out. So they're out in a similar place as I've had them during the day, but if we don't get any bites there, I'll start shifting them over, because I think potentially the cats push out sort of this way. They go left during the night rather than in this shallow bay, but we'll see. might be talking absolute rubbish. Putting worms on a worm rig is 10 times harder when you're tired. Trying to get that hair stop through at the end when you're all boz-eyed because you're so tired. Let's send some pellets out in this as well. Get some noise going in. Probably gone through about 4.5 kilogram of bait today, which is absolutely mental. It's amazing what these cats can go through when they're on the feed. And don't be scared of feeding heavy if they are. Little tip that I figured out today is if you're on your own and you're playing cats or anything for that matter, and you don't want to get under it with a net, have your net in the water at an angle like that and play the fish and walk it back. Once it's over the net, stoop down, pick it up and it's in. Cats will tend to slip over the rim, so they're nice and easy to net on your own like that. Over in on the worm rig straight away. Just that little change from the Wafters. That was a proper take. Oh my god, it's shredding me. And I'll resume when it gets a bit closer and I'll show you the netting. Oh, it's got my other line. I don't really want to take that in, but I think I'll have to. I've got it out. Worth doing that, just in case it is a decent cat. Oh, it went into a cat hole then. God, I hate it when they do that. They just lock up on you. Must be full of cat holes, this bay like that. They just back into them. And they know where they all are. It's the worst feeling ever when it starts twanging on the bodies. It's gone into another hole. Oh no. There we go. And it's him. It's a decent one, that. Oh, got it. Well folks, at least this evening session's not been a blank. This looks like another probably 18-19 pounder. I might weigh it. Look at that. Absolute beauty. You gotta love them, folks. Look at that. Look at them whiskers. Epic fish. Oh. So again, really hard to judge the sizes of them. That's 21 pound, that cat. Look at the absolute belly on that unit. So that's my third 20 in this 24 hours so far. Let's see if we can get another one. See if we can get a bigger one. See if we can go 30. Right, let's save this battery. I'm gonna get it back. Gone. Into the deep. Answer me this, folks. Why is it that they wanted wafters during the day but worms at night? Is that because that's when that natural food source normally comes out? Who knows? So I've picked a couple of far bank markers there, so I know I can keep getting them out in the same spot even when it's dark. Should be a bit of a moon tonight, so I don't think it'll be a problem. Oh, that temperature's starting to drop. Tell you what, folks, I wish this was smell-o-vision right now, because I think a lot of you would be throwing up in your coffees or in your tea, whatever you're doing right now, because I stink. I stink of sweat, and I'm also covered in catfish slime, which is now dried and is incredibly fishy. So just a description there of how I smell. Part of it though, innit, folks? Look at this absolute state of disorganisation that is Matt West's bivvy. I mean, it's organised chaos. I know where everything is, you know what I mean? I've got all my PVA stuff there and my pellets. I've got my worm rigs and pop-ups over there and wafters. Brew station. Unhooking mat right in front of the camera. What more do you need? I think the only way forward at the moment is get myself hyped up on coffee, just try for a few more cats. Look at how beautiful the colours of the sky are tonight. It's so strange that it was so full on through the day and it's just gone absolutely dead at the time where you would think they would normally be coming on the feed. What's this? Oh, I think it's a bream. Well, that's definitely a PB bream. Look at this, folks. Oh my god. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I've had loads of single bleeps all night. Probably this causing them. And it's just ripped off. Look at the size of that bream. Definite PB for me. Just had another run, folks. I missed that one. Absolutely mental, innit? I've had absolutely no runs all night. Then I get 2 runs in as many minutes. Wonder if it's a shoulder bream. I know there's not many bream in here, but obviously the ones that are in here are stonking because of all the feed that goes in. But look at this. Look at the size of that bream. Zeroed with this sling. Let's see how big this bream is. So I've just weighed it, it's £13 4 ounce. What an absolutely stonking bream. Don't mind catching them like that, folks, let me tell you. So that's a PB for me. But it's been really quiet for the cats. Obviously I had that cat just before it started to go dusk, and then absolutely nothing since. I've not recast all night, I've been getting loads of single bleeps. But that's just the way it goes. How weird is it though? It's like completely switch around a feeding activity. Everything that you know about cats, like crazy. It's just was full on in the day and it's gone really quiet at night. It should be the opposite way around. Right, I'll give you one more look at this bream. I'm just resting it in the water and then we'll get it back. I'll recast and hopefully we can get one more fish. I'm going to get packed up and shoot off at about 7 o'clock when he opens the gates. I need to be gone sharpish today, but what an absolutely amazing 24 hours. Let's have one more look at this bream. There we go, folks. Absolute slab. Biggest El Slabo I've ever had in my life. I've just got that bream back. I've slept very sporadically tonight, like in fits. So I'm absolutely shattered, I'm shaking. But absolutely epic. PB bream. Brookside produces again. Right, I'm gonna fumble about, get these rigs back out, and yeah, if I get anything else I'll let you know. I'll do a little bit of an update before I pack up, but what an awesome session, can't be happier. I don't know if anybody else is the same, but once I've had a fish there's literally no going back to sleep for me for hours. Don't know what it is, just gets me hyped up. So I'm going to make a coffee. Rods have been quiet again. It's probably 5:45. The sun's not even coming up yet. Should be getting a little bit lighter anyway, but it's not. So I'm going to have this coffee. I'm hoping for another fish before we pack up. Thought we might have been into a shoal of bream. I just want to say, folks, as well, if you have enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. It's all you need to do to support the channel. It means a lot to me. And drop a like on it as well. And if you've got any questions about anything that I've done today, any of the rigs, obviously we went through the rigs more in the first part of this video, but if you've got any questions, drop a comment in the comment section. I always try and get back to questions where I can. But I'm going to get this coffee down me. Hopefully by that time it's light enough that I can go and get the barrow out of the car and start slowly packing up. You know what it's like, folks, when you're doing this kind of fishing, the rods will be the last thing to come in. Always that last chance, that last opportunity for a take. Always clean up after yourselves, folks. On the bank, just put some of my stuff in the car and I'm going to go and collapse my bivvy. We're getting a little bit of light now. The lake looks absolutely glorious today. Gutted I'm not staying another night, but that's life, folks. You can only fit fishing in where you can, can't you? Well, as you can probably see from the video behind me, we're just starting to get the light now. So I've started slowly packing up with still a chance of potentially a fish, but it's been very quiet through the night. But what's better than this, folks? Look at that. What's better than watching the sunrise and getting the light on the fishery in the morning while you sat there with a coffee? Absolutely beautiful. I recommend it to anybody. Get out there in nature, and I just hope that this video proves what's really possible in a 24-hour session. You don't have to go for a week, you don't have to go for 48 hours. Just get booked on somewhere, go try it. Obviously make sure you've got the proper gear, make sure you're warm, but very, very enjoyable 24-hour session. It's not worked out at all like I thought it was going to. Obviously I've stayed on for the 24 because I thought it was going to be absolutely mega full on like it was during the day, but for some reason it just died off. Now we got that absolutely stonking bream, which I'm over the moon with. I know a lot of you out there don't like bream, you think they're a nuisance fish, but to me getting a PB bream absolutely made my week. Not to mention the sheer amount of cats that I've caught over the last 24 hours. I think I ended on 20 cats. I think I got 18 during the day, and then when it started getting dusk I had one, and one again shortly after that, but really can't complain with that. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, this is a testament to this fishery, because when it's on here, it's on, you know what I mean? I recommend giving it a go. I'll put a link in the description for the fishery so you can check it out. Check out their website as well. My dad's on the front page holding the koi, Big Paul West. I just want to say I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next Westies Angling. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's your last chance to hit that subscribe button and you won't miss action-packed videos like these last couple in the future. And make sure you hit the bell icon as well, that way you get notified every single time I post a video. Right folks, I'm going to crack on with my day, and I'll see you in the next Westies Angling.